Hey friends, Catherine here. Today we're going to be making a tea trivet out of clothespins. I got these clothespins at the dollar store. They came in a pack of like 40 for $1, so I bought 2 packs. And I wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing to make what I think is a really interesting tea trivet. The first thing that you have to do is disassemble the clothespin, and the easiest way I found to do that is just kind of twist and pull until one side comes off, and then the other side should be able to just be pulled away from the spring hinge. And I toss those aside for something else later. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but something I'm sure. And sometimes it springs off of both sides entirely. Usually it doesn't though. Go. Yeah. Then what you're going to want is some super glue. You want the gel stuff, not the liquid stuff, because the liquid will soak right into the wood and you'll end up not adhering anything together. So you want the gel super glue, and you want to put just a tiny little bit on the back, just the littlest amount, and then gently set them together and slide them around so you've got good coverage and contact, and then set it against your workstation and press it down flat so that they are level. I find it's easiest to do these steps everything at once. So separate all of the clothespins at once, glue all of the clothespins back to back. So we're turning them around and gluing them back to back. By the way, I don't think I said that a moment ago. Normally a clothespin fits together like this. Hinge here and parts on the outside of it there so that it closes and opens like that. But what we're doing is gluing it so that the backs touch, because this, when we put them together, will create a curved effect. Hopefully, if everything works out the way that we want it to. Go. And set it down and press it level. And last one. Glue it together. Set it down and press it level. Now I've done this about 80 times. So I have got a stack of these back-to-back clothespins ready to go for assembly into a trivet. Because like I said, do each step at once. Now what we're going to do is start gluing the narrow parts to one another, because that will, hopefully, create a curve. So just, again, the same thing, just the tiniest bit of glue right on the part that's going to make contact with the next piece. And then slide it around so that everything's got good contact. And then line it up and press it down so that it's level. Same thing with the next one, just tiniest bit of glue. And the gel glue, you can see, does not soak into the wood the way that the liquid glue would. You could use, like, say, Eileen's tacky glue for this, but if you did, it would take a whole lot longer for it to dry. Personally, my first instinct was actually to reach for my hot glue gun for this, but I don't recommend that because a trivet is meant to have hot things resting on it. Pots of soup, or in this case, what I'm going to be using this for, a teapot. And what does hot glue do when it gets exposed to heat, like from a pot of soup or a teapot? It melts, and you'd end up with a big gooey mess on your table. And nobody wants that. So, like I said, just don't recommend that. Go, and then we're just gonna keep gluing pieces together. Just wiggling them and making a circle. And you can go all the way around, making it a circle in its entirety, which I think ends up being cool looking. But there's another way to put them together too. After you've gone a little more than halfway in the circle, we'll show you what we do next. Go. Another advantage to the gel is that it doesn't run away, so it doesn't ooze. Well, it'll ooze down between them once you crush it in, but it won't run off like the liquid gel will. So you don't end up with the same problem with it sticking your clothespins to your table. Oh, hang on. Coming apart. Because while super glue does dry fast, it's not instant. There we go. Just make sure everything stays in place and rearrange it again because it moved. Okay. 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 But with the gel, if you don't use too much, you're less likely, I'm not going to say not at all likely, but less likely to glue your trivet to your work surface. Okay, go, trying to make sure that it keeps round-ish. Go. And glue the next piece on. All right, we are a little more than halfway. I think we want to go a little further though. Let me see if I can scooch that up without completely destroying it. Okay, I can. Awesome. I can't wait for that to be dry so that I don't have to worry about wiggling it around too much anymore. But go. Maybe a little bit further around. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I think that's good. Maybe one more. One more. We don't want to go all the way around in a circle. Well, as I said earlier, you absolutely can. A circle is a great thing to do, and it looks really awesome and kind of like a snowflake in my opinion if you do a circle. But what I want to do is something a little bit, in my opinion, more awesome. And for that, we're going to take and figure out the points of contact for the opposite direction. So I feel like there. So just put it out there and there and there for good measure, just in case. And then take and adhere that on, and now you'll see I have turned the curve and we are curving in the opposite direction now. Isn't that awesome? And it means that you can do, like, put a whole tea set, because it'll be large enough once it's finished to have a teapot on this part, and to have, well, let's see if I can't, nope, that's just going to all come apart. That's just going to, it's not set yet. I need to give up and wait for it to be set. Can't move it. Well, let's see, let me move my whole, there we go. That's better. That's more in frame. going to be there and like another one over here, so that you can have a teapot on one part and you still have enough room for like a couple of teacups on the other part without anything hot having to be on your table. There we go. And then just keep gluing. Go and curving in the opposite direction. And I'll probably want to count the number of ones that I did in that direction. That way I can do the same number in the opposite direction for like balance and stuff. Balance is important in things, right? Ah. Glue everywhere. But only because I'm bad at gluing. Okay. And then just keep going. Ooh, don't rack up everything, please. Okay. Just keep curving and keep putting just a little bit of glue and keep curving it away and around in this direction. I can't move it. I should have, I don't know, planned it better. Made sure it was going to all be in frame from where I started at, but it didn't occur to me that it would take long enough to dry that I wouldn't be able to move it as I was working on it, which it absolutely should have occurred to me, because this is not, as we said before, instant. But that's okay. We'll just keep coming around and we will come back in over here. Hopefully. We can always scoot you guys over a little bit. There we go. How's that? That's better. And then come this direction maybe? There we go. That's a little better at least. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 2 more sets of those, and this one will be hopefully done. Well, I mean, I can always, of course, add more on the ends too, but let's make it even first thing, and then see how we like it, and if we want to make it more, we can always do that. I think we do want to make it more. Let's grab 2 more and put 1 on each end. Okay. Oop. Stay together, everybody. Okay. Maybe one more on each end. Let's try it out. Actually, maybe just one more on this end. Yeah. I don't want to close the circle on itself. I just want it to come close. Maybe I do want to close it. Okay, what do we think? Yeah. We'll do that. And that one as well. And there we have it. One trivet that, as soon as it's dry and I can move it, will be really awesome. And I've got enough left over to do maybe a couple of like quarter circles or something like that for like extra accents on the sides and for like, what's the word I'm looking for? Coasters. Yes, drink coasters. Perfect. All right. This is what I did today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like in the comments, and a comment down below, because I put up new videos every day. So I'm always excited to hear from you and what you have, and if you have any suggestions, definitely let me know. And remember to subscribe, and I will see you all another time. Bye!